ball in play. This pink ball, this point does not count, but just to show some awareness of breast cancer and let everyone know that we're with them. Christian Alshon did not make a good ball there, but does hit that into the crowd for a nice souvenir. So breast cancer awareness, very important cause on the PPA tour here. So Alshon in black, one last little strategy session here. They're asking our referees to just hold on. We got one more thing we got to work out here. We've only had 15 minutes.
Last match.
Yep, here we go. Let's play pickleball. Quarterfinal. Pretty from Christian Alshon there, and way too far for Riley Newman to go.
Yeah, and I think Riley kind of assumed that Jessie would be standing there, maybe reset it there, and when he saw she didn't, he was just a second late. Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to see a lot of, right? If you know Jessie well, she will sit there for as many as it takes. I don't think she's in a rush today.
No.
She thinks she can beat Tyra at that, and she's just going to keep on it.
Her mantra is just make balls, and she will happily sit over there and win the dink battle.
Second serve.
And I think the way this match has started out is perfect for Christian Tyra. I mean, Riley kind of forgot he was playing.
Hasn't done anything.
Side out.
And that's got to be the strategic choice. You can make it hard for a player to get there and make them get a little antsy and try to get to stuff that maybe they shouldn't.
Point.
These roll drops from Christian Alshon, very under control.
Yeah, no, it's really impressive that he's, I mean, it's not just make one, miss one. I mean, he's making 95% of these today. And like Riley finally got a touch on the ball there. He immediately speeds it up and tries to get in a hands battle, right? And I think we're going to see that a lot today, him just taking opportunities when he can.
Yeah, and they had to go all the way over to the Jessie Irvine half of the court to get involved there. And
yeah, and I think there's a perfect example right there. Maybe not necessarily the best opportunity to speed up, but Riley trusts his hands. And he might not get to see the ball the rest of the point, right?
Yeah, and I think especially in mix, that white line down the center is a misnomer. You're going to see Riley all the way closer to Jessie Irvine throughout this match. And I think that's something that amateur players get mesmerized by. I only need to be in my air quotes half.
Yeah.
That is not the way to play winning pickleball.
Yeah, and what Christian just did there was really smart because Riley's trying to get so big in the middle. Sometimes just going at the person's body or behind them really can keep it neutral for the future points too, right? Now he's going to think about it a little bit.
You want to do things earlier in matches that trigger opportunities later.
Yeah, that's just too good there. That first ball, Christian just has to counter it with some pace and go for a bigger shot. When he just, you can only reset so many balls, right? Riley's just gonna come at you, come at you, come at you. So if he knows you're just resetting it too,
you're toast.
Yeah. That's good ball there. A lot, you know, one thing Riley did there that a lot of amateurs might not understand is he came all the way over basically to Jessie's sideline. He didn't hit it hard. He just dinked it. He didn't, like, Jessie could have made the dink, but he's just asserting himself, showing his presence and that he's there to the other side.
That's a great job of using his height for Christian Alshon. So 2-2 early, first quarterfinal of the day. It's mixed doubles day. Oh my!
Wow.
That is as close
Yeah,
to.
put a little Sports Center on that one. That was
Wow.
sweet.
Just comes charging over there, and look at how close to the contact, because Alshon was reaching into the kitchen there. My goodness. Didn't see very many sprayed shots at all from Alshon and Black earlier.
Second serve.
So one thing you got to keep an eye on with Jessie Irvine. Can get a little far off the kitchen line. Nice identification of that there from Alshon.
Point.
Very nice there.
He cannot even believe he's talking to her like he saw a full swing that was just not hit clean.
Right.
I mean, you let that ball go every time with that kind of a swing. Oh, hi, I got my hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yeah, it'll make him think twice about, you know, making that big of a move moving forward.
2-3-1.
So, nice response from Alshon. Lefty save.
Oh, that's too good. Can't go to the well too many times behind him.
No, and the lefty save was huge, and then you think the court's open, and it's just not. He is able to move laterally so quickly. Great point from Riley Newman right there. And here's part of the Jessie Newman experience. She does not switch sides when she's playing mixed, so she will stay on the left when they are on odd.
I mean, I think there's a few teams today that should potentially
Maybe have
adopt that
adopted
strategy.
the Jessie
We've seen
Irvine.
4 or 5 points lost in
Yes.
transition there.
Oh my, another lefty stab, but couldn't finish it off with his dominant hand.
3-2-2.
Just ridiculous paddle control from Riley Newman. Oh,
That's a winner dink.
clean.
Clean winner dink. And that's why we talk to our partners. Neither of them said anything there, you know. It's a those are one of the more frustrating points
Yes.
to lose, right? Either of them could put that back in the kitchen.
With ease, but you see a step from both, and then nobody gets it.
Point.
And maybe
Another one of those drops that you were talking about, Dave.
Yeah, and maybe a little carryover thinking about the shot before. So again,
3-1.
Jessie will play the left side here. Oh, look at this. And just wide. So the rare switch confused certainly me and probably Alshon and Black. You expect them to play that way. So nice change up from Irvine and Newman.
Point.
That's going to give Tyra Black some confidence. Lost the first couple dink
Yeah,
battles.
I mean, it's actually amazing from like where Tyra was 3 months ago to the way she dinks now. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Side out.
Yeah, and I think, you know, she talked about after she won that match with Anna Lee, just the relief and the joy she has of playing pickleball. She loves going out, practicing. She'll play rec anywhere, just loves the sport after
Second serve.
the grind of trying to make it as a teenage tennis star.
Yeah.
Just so much pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of these people have that same, you know, kind of story. You find pickleball and you're just like, oh, wow, this is kind of fun.
And I'm good at it. This is great.
Side out.
Boy, just a mess there for
Yeah, it's
Irvine
a couple
and Newman.
loose misses there.
4-3-1.
Yeah, I don't think Riley and Jessie have necessarily got into a rhythm quite yet. I think Christian and Tyra look like they have a little rhythm, so Riley and Jessie are going to have to pick it up a little.
Side out.
Yeah, you feel like I am ahead of him, meaning Alshon ahead of Newman, and then he's just there.
3-4-1.
I just think playing with Riley a lot, you know, in Dallas, I feel like if he speeds those balls up at Christian, he's going to win at least 60%. His hands are so good.
And that's all it takes. So Jessie Irvine's missed a couple drops, so she goes with a drive and just kind of, I don't think she meant to hit it that short, did Tyra Black, but it worked out.
But too good.
4-3-1.
Okay.
We've seen this before.
People with lobs again is Black. Wow. Unbelievable. Can they win the point? The answer is no. Tremendous defense.
You got to work hard to get points out here, Dave.
Man, what does it take? It takes 11 winners. Ooh, what a move, and tags Riley, and he claps his paddle. That's a great move from Christian Alshon right there. We got a timeout called here. Okay, so really nice start to game number one here. So got a little 2-point lead here.
Second serve, correction, side out.
Yeah, it's good from Jessie there. Like you said, Dave, the closer, if she can stay on the line just a little more, she can get down on those balls, right?
3-5-1.
Still has just violent power.
But also to that point, Dave, that's what makes her a really like good mixed partner. Why everyone, you know, why aggressive guys want to play with her. They can take so much of the line, and she's just going to be resetting it.
Yep.
So there's some advantage to it as well.
Ooh.
Second serve.
Riley say make it, so the same issue. The switch on an odd number. Got to hit a good return. Wow, and Jessie's been struggling with the drop on the forehand side here. Want to hit a high percentage of those. We'll see if they keep hitting it there.
That ball was hit really hard.
Yeah, that's a great take because that was an awesome return from Jessie Irvine.
Yeah.
Back-to-back balls that hit the baseline.
Wow,
almost at this point of the day, and probably just hitting that back to Christian.
Yeah, we're just expecting it to go in from Tyra.
Yeah, can she make a ball?
4-5-1.
Do go to Jessie again. That one's much better.
There.
Oh.
Second serve.
I guess it's out.
It is definitely wide, but that's the setup they want. So if she can get that third on the ground.
He won't miss that
No.
too many more times, is my thought. Got away with one there.
Did she ever off balance up in the wheelhouse of Christian Alshon, but got us tied up at 5 now.
Oh, man.
Just absolutely clobbered, and Jessie did not turn around to go back to the
she's
baseline.
still staring.
Yeah, that is the just raw power that she has. That was nice.
Short stroke, too, right?
6-5-2.
A lot of people coming from tennis, Dave, and you know, Per being one of them too, I believe.
Yes,
You
sure.
you know, you get those balls in the middle, you just take huge swings,
Huge.
right? You just want to kill the ball. But what she did there was just a nice little punch shot, and that's more of a pickleball shot.
Boy, Christian Alshon is stuck in a little mode where he's trying to do a little too much, and
Yeah, there was no
team,
advantage there.
and they even talked about how they should have called timeout a little sooner in their last match, and this is screaming for a timeout, and they didn't take one. But they get a wild shot from Jessie Irvine instead, so
Yeah.
they get away with it, but the lead is gone.
Yeah, and sometimes when you try and earn it, it's a cool-looking shot, but what did it gain
Yeah.
you, or what would it have gained you if you made it?
You gave us a little entertainment value, but probably nothing for you as a player.
Point.
That's a great recovery because Riley threw a dink in the middle and got exactly what he
Yeah.
wanted.
Little confusion there.
6-8-1. Point.
Again, Christian Alshon has clearly been working on his third shot drop.
7-8-1.
Hasn't missed too many of those today, Dave.
Just setting up offense all day long. Oh,
Second serve.
one more slide, sometimes being tall is a disadvantage, I hear, as a 5'8" guy. I don't know that, but I hear. Wow.
Line out.
Just MPHs everywhere there.
Pretty good
8-7-1.
contest so far, Dave.
Great contest.
Point.
There's just been a couple of those here.
I'm just thinking if he played a little, you know, solid as he did in game one.
So timeout called from Black and Alshon. Can they stop it? Wow, just a step back, half speed into the Jessie Irvine absolute murder zone, and that was hit deep out of the ballpark.
Yeah, that's a good cut.
It's a great cut. Game
Playoff
point.
baseball.
Wow. And Jessie Irvine off the bounce, perfect pace through the middle of the court, and what?
Towards the end of the
No, it
game.
did not.
I think that's a really good strategy for them right there. I mean, it forces Tyra to put the ball in a 4-foot window, right, to keep it away from Riley.
Yeah, she had some trouble dropping the forehand, so now she's driving it. Yeah, the drop.
There you
is
go,
not-
Dave.
Yeah, drop's been a problem. That was a good deep return too, so one you probably can't drive. So, you know, we talk about the returns in singles, but just as important in doubles. Wow.
Second serve.
Christian Alshon is now slapping the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. That's just unlucky. He wins that 9 out of 10 from that position. Just
Pulled it a little
pulled it.
wide, but sometimes just the scrappiness of the other side makes you go for just a bit too much. Oh, Christian Alshon just jumped in there
Yeah.
just out of nowhere, like a haunted house. Wow,
1-1-2.
nice job from Christian Alshon there, tied at 1.
that's pretty good ball by Jessie there.
I mean, and the
Reset,
Alshon,
counter, dodge. Ball went
Oh,
out
man.
by 6 inches.
So
She
good.
just didn't matter.
and that down paddle of Alshon's hits the ground again here. So a little frustrated, probably a lot frustrated. Bad luck off the tape there as Riley Newman had Alshon retreating.
1-1-2.
Wow. So that's two exactly what they wanted rally constructions that both went off the tape.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not much to say, just unlucky. I mean, she took a big hack, but it was pretty high, so it's a ball she makes, 9 out of 10.
Point.
That's just nice from Alshon again, all set up by getting to that kitchen.
2-1-1.
Everybody thought an ATP was coming, it did not.
And what the better players can do there, and Riley's obviously one of the best at hitting ATPs, like thinking ATP the whole way, then you're like, oh, it's not there, let's just get it back in the kitchen play. Amateurs might just like, oh, let's try to hit it, miss it by 6 feet wide, right?
Just smash it into the net.
Hit it into the pole, almost had it. That's really good by Jessie. She's really getting comfortable at that, sitting on that two-hander.
Just swinging away, all set up by another attack off the bounce from Jessie Irvine.
Yeah, she's playing great. I mean, she might be playing the best of anyone on the court right now. Just really consistent, making her shots, setting her mixed partner up perfectly. That's too good.
Second serve.
Just caught the line.
Too
Great
good.
move. Really important for his psyche that that went in. Ultimately could never get to the kitchen. Defending.
They had their fun.
They did, and we love when the points work that way because we love to see a team just try and scrap their way back into a rally. But too good from Alshon there at the end. So I really like from him, he's shown frustration, but it hasn't really carried over into a long problem.
Point.
And we'll see if they maybe make Tyra Black hit some thirds here because Alshon getting them to the line every time.
Point.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see Jessie and to get back right to that pattern of hitting 10, 20, 25 balls cross court to Tyra, right? Force her to hit those shots with, you know, you got Riley lurking.
And just like that, it's 5-2 Black and Alshon.
Point.
Timeout time.
Yeah, there's a timeout. Yeah, you felt that one from the booth, Dave.
Yeah,
just maybe a little surprising, but you know, Tyra and Christian have been playing great pickleball. You don't make it to the quarter. Like, you know, you can only get lucky so much out here, right? Every match we saw early, the 40 seed are like unbelievably good players, right? You just don't keep beating those if you're not. If there's a reason they're here, right? So
no doubt. So again, trying to get the returns to Tyra Black. benefited on the last rally. That one they get in. Here comes the best ATP.
Yeah.
In this game.
And I think that's what we were just talking about in here, Dave, is like Jessie just needs to hit 1 extra ball, 2 extra balls cross court to Tyra. That'll set Riley up.
Oh my goodness, Christian Alshon. Have a day, Christian Alshon. Incredible defense to offense.
Yeah, that was just insane.
2 sets 2.
Look at Christian Alshon is winning these mano-a-mano points with Riley.
Those are teammates, aren't they?
They are
Didn't they just play?
MLP,
Yeah.
MLP teammates who had a heartbreaking loss there in the final.
Oh, yeah. What?
Second serve.
In the world, I'll finish your sentence for the audience. What in the world was that?
Yeah.
6-2.
Yeah, let me just jump in here real quick so we're all good. Just a strange choice from Mr. Alshon.
I mean, yeah, it was.
That's all.
It was a little low, but maybe he earned that shot. He earned it the way he's been playing.
After those battles with Riley.
I think she just needs to stay right in this, Dave.
Yeah. See if she does. She being Jessie.
Yes.
And another beautiful ATP on the fly, Jessie Irvine.
I just think that that's how they're gonna win this match in 2 games if they just stay patient, wait for the opportunity like that, rather than speeding it up off the bounce. That was perfect construction there.
Wicked ATP. Oh, and a little finesse when she could have just destroyed that.
Little cutesy there.
4-6-1.
Within 2.
Point.
Oh, an indecision on the ball in the middle and a little soccer from Alshon. Goes flying up.
Irvine Country Club, come check us out. MLP is going to be a blast. Nashville's going to be a blast. Come check out my home club.
It's the center of the pickleball universe in November.
Second serve.
Goes for that Ernie again and was just able to get it on the ground.
5-6-2.
Wow.
Pretty good from Jessie. I didn't love the trigger pull just in the sense that they've won most of the points where the ball's been bouncing across, but
Yes, all good.
she hit 2 really good shots.
6-6-2.
Yeah, it's that discipline, but pulls the trigger and lives to tell about it. There's
Forehand drop today, Dave.
just not there. So
What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
bailing out of it a little bit. Just got to stay on it.
Point.
Did Tyra Black, did she switch the paddle there or not? She had really the reach to get to that was remarkable.
7-6-1.
Beautiful shot from Riley Newman as Alshon was certain it was going down the middle.
Really controlled there. You could easily hit that ball deep.
Got to put the spin, and these players will hit the outside of the ball to add spin and not pace. Well done there from Newman. And it is Jessie Irvine who gets out of a pattern that you and I both agree is better for her, just to keep throwing that back cross court. So,
yeah, I'd like to see the stats on that for this match, but I don't think many that have been sped up by her have been successful, whereas when she keeps it on the ground dinking cross, I think she's won most of them.
Point.
And nice counter from Tyra Black. Riley Newman looking back at the 44-foot long court and wondering if he should have let that go. We'll never know.
Side out.
Oh, and the shot that has been so good for Christian Alshon betrays them there. But they jump back in front up 3, and they want to force a game 3.
And we want a game 3 here too, Dave.
We always want a third game.
6-9-1.
Especially when the matchup is this good. Newman willpower work there.
Second serve. 6-9-2. Side out.
And an early speed up off the ground from behind the baseline does not work out, and I'm not surprised that's the way that sentence ends. Uh-oh. Newman and Irvine don't win this point, there's going to be trouble.
I think one thing to point out too, though, Dave, is like we're in here, right? We've both been on the court. We've played in like pro events. It's a lot easier. We're sitting here. We could see that she's doing it, but I don't think she might not recognize the fact that this isn't. It's just not as consistent as it might feel like it is on the court right now.
Tyra Black again, just digging trouble. And great overhead from Christian Alshon. He probably is thinking about the overhead he had at MLP. That would have won a title, but well done there.
10-6-2.
And we have a game point here to force that game 3 you were calling for there, Brandon.
Side out.
But just wide.
6-10-1. Second serve. 6-10-2. Side out.
Again, just not smooth at all, and I'm sure she's aware of that one. That's where every return has to go.
Yeah, I think maybe she might be better off for now, just hitting that drive and letting Riley try to lurk.
And Tomahawk season is open.
I'm gonna take the 23 seed, even though I like Riley. I'm gonna take the 23 seed now.
All right, you are on record, sir. Here we go. We will switch ends at 6.
Side out.
And whenever I say what team I think I like, they just start.
The other team gets a little impatient.
Yeah, my team just starts playing like wild ball.
Why is your team playing wild? And we don't have teams here, but a prediction was put in the stratosphere here, so we got to pay it off. Pretty inside out from Irvine, but not quite ready for the next one. And it's amazing how standing upright that Tyra Black is on her dinks. You see the other side, Jessie bends so low on everything. Lefty save, but not for long.
Oh, watch it.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Off
Thorlo.
the green monster in honor of a postseason ball day.
Yeah, and you only get a single. You hit off the monster that hard,
Yeah.
you don't even get 2 bases. So we've seen both the dudes overextended just a little bit in the early part of game 3 here.
Hey, nobody wants to go.
0-1-1.
Nobody wants to go home.
No, we still got quarters and semis to play here.
It's dangerous to go home when we're in Vegas.
It is indeed. And by home, you mean the casino.
Yeah, I do.
Second serve.
Just pulled
My
wide.
home away from home for the week.
Just pulled wide from Tyra Black there.
It's a good swing, though.
Very good. I mean,
0-1-2.
she is going to just be an absolute terror as she keeps playing more and more. Look where Jessie is hanging out. I mean, seriously. We've seen this with Lindsay Newman playing with Riley.
I actually kind of like it, Dave.
Yeah, this is the singles portion of this event. Okay, Jessie. Oh, and a little, yeah, we haven't heard a lot of chatter from Riley in this one.
No, and I think he's comfortable playing that role. I mean, that looked a little weird on TV probably with Jessie standing on the sideline. But, you know, I mean, that's right now what the strategy's calling for, hitting like, let Riley hit a little, take a little more court, Dave. Have Jessie be consistent.
And especially with that philosophy of when they're returning on odds, she's not going to switch over the preferred side.
And the later and later you get in the match, those speed ups that Riley does off the bounce, all that weird stuff, they get harder and harder to defend when you're closer and closer to the finish line, right?
Yeah, and you've seen it a little bit as well, so that helps. These players are always adding to their knowledge base.
No, we've been here before.
Tyra just making people hit overheads and then whacking it back at them.
Second serve.
They actually got to a good position and then rushed it.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of feel Riley starting to impose himself a little bit on this match. I mean, you know, one of the best, if one of the top 3 doubles players in the world, and you're seeing it right now.
Just goes wide. Alshon can't believe it.
Yeah, I think Alshon and Black need to switch up their strategy a little if Riley and Jessie are going to play like this. You know, Riley's just hitting 90% of the balls right now, and I don't know if that's where you want to be in. I think you need to get a couple more balls behind him and force Jessie to get back on a little bit, force her to hit a few more balls, and that's a great ball by Kristen there.
That is, and you can see here they are choosing to maintain this positioning here. And that's Riley's like, please.
Yeah,
do that.
I think that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Is all those flicks. Like I'd rather put 2 balls behind him and then maybe try to get something like in a like inside hip. When we go there, Riley's just never missing that shot. It's not happening.
Oh, too good. And Alshon off camera kicks one of the video boards. They did nothing to Christian.
Timeout, receivers.
Here it is again. That's
a tough ball.
Roll and then good.
Short hop.
Yeah, just great shape on that to keep it into the court and around Alshon. Really well played. And in the last 3 minutes with this alignment, Riley Newman has hit a ton of balls. Now they're even returning to him.
And that's an advantage of having an experienced player like Jessie, right? She's been playing the right. Things haven't been going their way. What do? They put her on the left, right? Not how many females players can just snap their fingers, switch to that side in a big moment like this.
That's not easy.
And the same can be said about Riley's versatility too, right?
Sure.
Not many guys want to play the right. That's just at the pro level, you know, everyone's a left side player. Everyone's the best on the left. Right. The fact that he's able to move over to the right is also impressive.
So Alshon wins that heads-up battle and gets him within one. So this will be interesting. Again, the discipline of they are ahead with this, but just by one, will they switch back? And they do right now.
Might have played an out ball.
Second serve.
Got to tag Alshon instead. So that
somebody's got to protect the PPA big board.
Exactly, man. That's not cheap down there.
2-3-2.
Ooh, boy.
Just a little bag.
So good, and that's the problem of this formation. If the ball doesn't bounce, there is a gap.
Yeah, they're done. The ball has to bounce there. There could have been a winner in 3 different locations there.
Again, we'll switch ends at 6. And finally.
That's what you got to do to hit a winner out here, Dave.
Absolutely destroy one, or it's coming back. So really good point by all 4 players there, and that's what it's going to take to win this match. Back to
3-3-1.
Jessie on the left.
The ball was
Stays in. Unbelievable.
Great hands.
Wow. Alshon's apoplectic. Come on, I just hit a winner, and I get a winner as a return. Oh my, high formation finally pays off. That was ridiculous. Oh, and a let's go from Tyra Black, who's usually a very quiet player. So they know what's at stake here. This is big.
4-3-2.
God, what an impressive get from Christian there. I mean, Riley's drive landed in the kitchen.
3-4-1. Second serve.
Bad luck off the tape there for Alshon.
3-4-2.
Just remarkable level of defense and then so comfortable moving forward.
Yeah.
4-4-2.
She waited for the right one. Oftentimes people will hit one, rush in, get caught at your feet.
Side out.
Tweener king, not today, Dave.
No, and we have not seen a gratuitous tweener here in a very important match at all.
We saw one
on the pink ball.
On the pink ball. Let's just make sure we point that out.
Yeah, it's 2 matches ago,
Yeah.
so he has paid off the nickname.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Again, tough choice from Irvine there. Oh. ATP, this is nuts. And too much from Alshon in black there.
Crowd loves it.
I love it. That's what great pickleball is all about. You had people all over the place. Riley screaming, go, go, go to Jessie, and she got there. But that is terrific pickleball. Tied at 4 in a quarterfinal. This is not a timeout. This is just getting some water.
A little hydration break.
A little hydration in the middle.
Hot out there today.
Yeah, you need that oasis here in the desert. And you got to earn every inch here.
We're at 4-4. I feel like we've been playing this third game for 20 minutes, Dave.
Well, I'll tell you exactly how long we've been playing.
Been a lot of back and forth. Hard to score on these players.
It really is, and you know, we love the points like that last one where the defense and offense are working in concert.
That ball was hit hard.
She has that arm extended. It is just too much to deal with. That is not
one motion. No, one motion. Challenge.
Oh, so you can challenge. So you can go to the left, pop it up, and then. So it's like the, you know, an extension.
I'm in favor of a liberal. I'm in favor of a liberal rule.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if you're that talented, okay, we're gonna take a look at this. Riley Newman that misses. So to answer your math question, 16 minutes into game 3 and an hour and 4 minutes overall here.
And we're at 4-4.
So far, and we're at 4 apiece in game 3. And Jessie gets the last swing again. You heard the desperate plea from Riley Newman, yours, as he just couldn't get to that.
Yeah. yours means I can't get it.
Yes, it doesn't mean I'm feeling better about you hitting it. It's just I can't physically get there. Oh, so good.
Just didn't feel like the right spot there, but good.
I mean,
Man, these resets by Christian are unbelievable. Riley hit 3 or 4 balls, got him switching paddle position, and Christian got them all back in the kitchen.
So who will get to 6 first for the end change? Ooh, she's made that all day long, just catches the tape there. Second try to tie it at 5.
4-5-2.
This is nuts.
Wow.
And the skidder off the tape gets them the point.
But let's go back let's go back 5 shots ago when Tyra's defending every single overhead.
All right, so the lead either way will be just 1 at the turn. First time Christian has put a third up in the air. He's a little frustrated with himself, but his percentage has been absolute money here.
Point. Timeout.
And after all the great play in the last 10 minutes, we get a little loose error from now.
6-5-1.
All 4 players are playing great, so.
I just have no idea how Christian Alshon just got low enough from his 6'3" frame to get that attack back. That was remarkable.
Yeah, it's really good play there.
Look at that. Wow. Great job by the truck.
Point.
You don't see that. We don't think we've seen that in 2 matches from him. So
No.
it's like we kind of said, it's one of those this time of the match. Who's going to make that one error we haven't seen yet so far? Who's going to miss a return? Who's going to miss a serve? Something like that.
Drive from Jessie instead, and oh my, you got exactly what you wanted there. And Riley doesn't want to talk about it. He just points like, yep, you did what you were supposed to do, but we're not discussing this anymore. Oh, and that ball is going to hit the Thorlo sign at the back of the court, but couldn't get the paddle out of the way.
5-7-2. Side out.
Yeah, it's a really good ball by Riley, kind of asserting himself into the middle of the court right now.
Yeah, so here we go.
7-5-1.
This is where you just want to get at least 1 at a time.
Second serve.
I mean, there's not many guys that are on Riley's speed ups, you know? And now Tyra's just countering every single one of them today. It's pretty
all
bizarre.
over it. Forehand or backhand, she don't care.
That was an insane drive right there.
Yeah, so this is, again, you know, Jessie's adamant about her opinion on unwinding the stack, and that's the problem right there.
Yeah. And you know, Dave, big-time players come up with big-time shots.
Side out.
Couldn't get the transition, but they do. Again,
get a couple.
Just one at a time. If you're ahead by 3, that should be good enough. So can a little run happen from Black and Alshon? Burnt me very much. Hello, Newman.
You want to explain what a bird is, Dave?
Yeah,
I don't even know what that is.
Yes,
No,
you do. That is an Ernie where you jump in front of your partner, and there goes Riley. He loves Sesame Street. Ooh, and a nice counter.
What a great counter at this time in the match, Dave. That's not an easy shot.
Slides one-handed backhand perfectly, gets it down, and the 2 seed are bringing their best stuff to the table right here.
It's a weird bounce.
Just a remarkable grab there from Alshon again. That time on the paddle side hip, that's exactly where Riley wanted to hit that. Oh my goodness.
Net, line,
winner.
Point.
And the reach and the ball in the middle, it looked like it was clean down the middle, and not so. So really nice response from Alshon. little off speed inside out through the middle there from Jessie Irvine.
She's been setting that up too. Couple, 2, 3, 4 dinks across, opened up that middle a little more rather than do it on the first ball, right?
That's what you got to do. Get them a little bit out of position. Dink with a purpose. Yeah, Riley's sick of trying to hit it through Tyra
I was just
Black.
thinking the same thing.
It's just not going to
Keep
work.
it away from her.
Yeah.
Timeout receivers, 8-5-1.
Okay, so Black and Alshon choose to call a timeout in an interesting spot. Pulled well wide, not set.
Good timeout.
Great timeout, especially with Newman and Irvine sort of switching up, going back to Riley on the left. Oh, and Christian Alshon jumps in there. What a great choice by him, as Hurricane Tyra Black don't care who's in front of her. She's just ripping balls at Riley.
No, she's, I mean,
6-8-1.
2, 3 blocks in a row there, and then Christian came in right at the right time.
Just fighting the urge to drive that, so smart. Power. Again, Christian Alshon.
There might be a timeout coming the other way, Dave.
Could be. I don't know, Riley's talking to somebody up in the stands. I don't know if Lindsay potentially could be watching. Who knows?
Second serve.
So Alshon got into a very defensive posture there, and they just kept attacking him.
Yeah, just kept resets. Tough to do consistently on those attack balls.
And we are snowmen apiece in the desert in October in the quarterfinals. And I wonder if Newman and Irvine are thinking about switching sides. And that'll do it on that point, and it is Black and Alshon who have taken the lead. All timeout. So let's see if there's any signal given from Jessie Irvine here, or they're going to just play it straight up. I don't see one, so unless they just agreed to something, Riley's going to stay on the left.
What a reset.
Unbelievable rally from all four players, but again, it is Black and Alshon with the final answer.
Unbelievable play. I mean, they had them running in circles that point and just controlled aggression.
Match point for the 23 seed. And that will do it. What a rally from Black and Alshon, down 8-5.